It's great to have you back in the Food and Finance Kitchen. I'm Shelley Nadell, a certified financial planner and amateur cook who loves reshaping how you think about money and financial power. Whether you're a loyal Food and Finance viewer or joining us for the first time, welcome. Our unique approach to financial literacy is going to leave you hungry for more. Today we're going to use creative chicken techniques to bring home two key phases of retirement planning: accumulation and distribution, what we also call income. So we're going to start with poaching chicken breasts. Now, poaching is a moist heat method of cooking where you submerge food in some kind of liquid and heat it at a very low temperature. I must confess that I've never been a big chicken breast fan, but discovering this simple poaching technique is tempting me away from my favorite drumsticks. So we've taken 4 cups of chicken broth. You can also use water or wine, and we've got 2 large chicken breasts, each of them about 1/2 pound. Cold is key here because it allows the chicken to cook way more gradually than it would if you just dump them into the already boiling water. We've already salted the water with kosher salt, and we've added some spices or herbs as well. So we're going to bring this to a gentle boil over medium heat. And as soon as you see those low bubbles, turn the chicken over, remove the pot from the heat, and cover it with a tightly fitting lid. Now check the internal temperature of the chicken breast, and maybe 5 or 10 minutes. It needs to be 150 degrees. Take them from the water. You're gonna let them cool for a few minutes, and then you can chop them up for salads, rice bowls, or whatever tickles your taste buds. Now, in retirement planning, the accumulation phase, what we commonly call building your nest egg, is the foundation for everything else financial that happens in your life. We are living longer. Many people will spend equal years working and not working. So we must have a plan to cover these potential expenses. There are 3 basic steps to accumulating money. The first of which is setting financial goals and creating a savings plan. Next is going to come your investment strategies, which will change over time according to economic conditions and your own risk profile. Time horizon also matters. Younger people can tend to be more aggressive investors, while others approaching retirement age, whatever that means to you, might want to be a little more conservative. Asset diversification and a clear selling discipline for your investments are the most important variables for successful accumulation. Finally, a successful retirement requires good debt management, especially the closer you get to retiring. Our next recipe today is crispy air fryer chicken thighs. Air fryers are one of the most popular kitchen appliances in the United States. I use mine almost daily for foods ranging from crispy tofu and perfectly cooked salmon to making one of the best steaks I've ever had. And I'm a native Texan, so that's saying something. We're gonna start with our spice mixture. We've mixed a teaspoon each of granulated garlic or garlic powder, onion powder, dried thyme, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 2 teaspoons kosher salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Okay, so that's all mixed together. Next, we're gonna pat dry our chicken thighs, and then we're gonna put them in a bowl and mix that with 2 tablespoons of oil and 1/2 of the spice mixture. And I'm gonna toss it together. We are going to put the remaining spice mixture in a plastic bag that I've already put several tablespoons of flour in it. I'm going to dump the rest of the spice in. Now make sure you wash your hands very carefully after all this and anything you've touched. Okay, because raw chicken can be very dangerous. So we are going to put all this in, and then we're going to give it a good shake. For those of you mature folks in the audience, you may remember shake and bake. It's just like shake and bake. That's going to make a delicious crispy crust in our air fryer. So now we're going to put our chicken thighs in the air fryer. We're going to put them skin side down and make sure they're not touching. Pop it in. We're going to cook them at 390 for about 18 minutes. And you're going to flip them halfway, okay? Afterwards, we're gonna let them rest for about 5 minutes, so make sure all that juiciness stays inside. So the priority for your retirement distribution phase is to convert your accumulated savings into a sustainable income stream. Income planning must include a frank assessment of how much you are spending right now. Without documenting your expenses, it's going to be very hard to figure out if you have enough savings, or if you need to change your investments and or your risk management strategies before you turn in that retirement letter. Make sure to protect your income plan against the risks from inflation, market volatility, and medical and long-term care expenses. The next step is to set up a schedule to take money from your investments. That's what we call distributions. And finally, don't forget to include Social Security payments and any pensions you might have from current or past employers. In addition to accumulation and distribution, another vital phase of retirement is going to be your legacy plan. That sounds like a great topic for a future food and finance video. So let's review. If you are looking to diversify your chicken techniques, try poaching or air frying to add some excitement to your next dinner party. And when it comes to retirement planning, keep diversity in mind during your accumulation and income journeys. All right, so we are going to start with a piece of this amazing chicken breast. Remember, I told you I am not a chicken breast fan, but this, it's so juicy and flavorful. And you can make it your own, whatever spices you want. I think this is a keeper. It may have converted me yet. Now let's take a bite of our delicious crispy chicken thighs made in the air fryer. The spices, the crunch of the crust, it is so moist. You really want to try this, everybody. While I finish my meal, my delicious chicken meal, I want you to go to YouTube and subscribe to our Food and Finance with Shelley channel and tell your friends. Let us know what other topics we can address in our videos, and we look forward to having you back in the Food and Finance kitchen really soon. Take care. I'm going to finish eating.